Hello and welcome. Deft and Dorky, we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons and talk about the second largest street festival.
Yes.
Yeah, from the Nut Club.
From the Nut Club.
Sounds like a strip club.
Which I gotta say, I mean, the way you described it, it sounds like something I absolutely would like to go to.
It looks awesome. I'm looking at pictures. It looks like a gigantic state fair, but without all the sketchy rides.
There's
only a
The
few
rides
sketchy
that will
rides.
kill you.
sketchy rides are there. It's dirty, man. It looks
camera
good,
went
but
off.
it's freaking dirty, dude.
It looks
And-
enormous.
When is it?
It's
Wow.
the first full week of October. We went tonight, so that was our pre.
Oh, it's a whole week long thing?
Yeah, their countdown
month.
says minus days until the festival, minus 1 days, minus 12 hours, minus 9 minutes, and
It's
minus
on.
21 seconds.
Czech festival here Saturday.
Yeah, that's lame.
Ooh.
That's definitely
Big time.
not
That's like the
biggest.
third largest street fair, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah.
The Czech
Yeah.
fest, yeah. You can go and buy what are those little
Kolaches.
Czech kolaches,
Kolache.
yeah.
Oh,
There's
I
always
do like
some Czech
kolaches.
grandma who's like
Yeah.
70 years old, who's
You want
actually
some
from the country.
kolaches?
Yeah, she's like, I've passed this recipe down my family for 10,000 years.
Man, that was the thing to do in Yukon when I was growing up, and that was around that time. And then I had to march in it, and it was not as cool.
I don't know, yeah. The Czech hall, have you guys been in there recently? It looks, it's so dilapidated.
I haven't been. I
They
don't
need
think
to
I've
fix
ever
that
been in
place.
there.
My sister had her wedding in there. That's why I've been.
Like
in
the
there.
one, the thing nearby or the one further?
The one right over here, the
I,
white one.
Yeah, I had an event with Pizza Hut there.
Yeah,
It's just a big building.
just
big-
a
big
big
old building.
old building. The floors creak when you walk across them.
Yeah, it's old.
It's on purpose.
Sounds like you're playing
the-
Hunt Showdown,
like
but in
the-
real life.
like the palace in Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the intention. They built it. The craftsmen were just so good, and it's not creaking because the nails are getting all
Absolutely not.
coming out. No, I would never say that. It smells old in that place.
It smells old.
You know what I'm talking about? Like everything on the walls. They have this little museum that's just full of old garbage, is what it looks like. Just like a couple of pictures and then a bunch of trash. And you're like, yep, okay, cool.
All right.
I,
So this
Oh.
is going to be a shorter session. We're going to try this. We're going for weekly now, and this is on this section this week. We're starting at 6 Pacific and going 2 hours, and then next week we're hopefully starting at 5:30 Pacific and going 2.5 hours, and then switching back and forth between those. We'll see how it works, but hopefully we're back to weekly. Last time, you guys were making your way through Ivia's dungeon
169 hours, nice.
on the way to Ivia's treasure hoard, presumably.
This is all
You
one big euphemism.
made
We're gonna
it
go to the
through.
Nut Club after
let's
that.
see, what all did you
Yeah.
do last week? You did the. Was
Been 2
the
weeks,
the
hasn't
lightning room last week? Is that where we started?
We're at like the last.
We started with
one
the hands, right? Fought
Oh, we did the
hands.
rat. Or did we start with the hands? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Wait,
what
the hands
anything happened.
from Nintendo.
Yeah, the master
Yeah.
hand.
Master hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys fought the hands, and then you did the lightning room, the quiet lightning room, and the animal puzzle, and the Doctor Who angels.
That's right. Those things sucked.
So that's where we left off. The light came back on. You heard the ding. The door opened, and you guys are at the far end of the room. You already picked up the book that the skeleton was holding, but there's a skeleton with tattered clothes in the room still, and the door just opened. So tell me what you're gonna do.
Going for the door.
Yeah, I think we want to go through, right?
Man,
we have to. There's no button here, right?
Right.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
doors
well,
have been
man.
staying
Did I
open
not
for
get
a
in
few
here quick
seconds,
enough?
though.
How heavy is the skeleton?
I think Isaac
It's
just
not
hasn't
heavy.
summoned us.
It is.
So Isaac
Okay,
hasn't
I'm-
summoned us.
I'm gonna scoop it up.
You got the book, right?
You
Yeah,
already
we
got
I
the
dropped the. Yeah,
He's gonna
had
do
my
a little-
uns. Right, that's right.
Tell your unseen servant to get
And I
a
turn into a
snow shovel
bat.
out.
Yeah.
Pick up those bones, dump them into a bag.
You there, invisible slave.
Scoop up those bones for me. I'm gonna use those later in the nut club.
At the Nut Club. Okay, so you're going through the door. Who? Someone said they were picking up the skeleton?
Yeah, I will.
Brian.
Okay. All right. So in that case, you all make it over here. You gotta like squeeze through Vonic because you're friggin' enormous right now.
I can't even stand up.
You're like, oh god. In fact,
I'm gonna
you-
make myself one size smaller.
Yeah, you're gonna have to at least make yourself one size smaller to fit through.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to anyways. It doesn't last. Well, I guess it lasts like 10 minutes or something, but I'll just make myself one size smaller. Now I'm just a large man instead of a enormous man.
Okay, as I move you guys over here, don't move around just yet. But I can kind of describe what you're going to see as you walk through.
Oh, dude, scary chair.
You see
Scary chair.
scary chair,
Scary.
scary cherry. On your right, there are a couple chests and a It's almost like it's being represented by a table, but it is almost like a display case. But there's
Oh,
nothing
like the
covering it.
glass top ones that are in like Elder Scrolls, where you like it's got the glass and you can see the stuff inside.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like it's not just a table. It's like a nice, presentable thing, and it's got some things setting out on it.
To keep the dust off of them.
You see some like a thing of armor back here on the thing, and you see a chair, and you see these like bookcases, and they have the bookcase. Well, the bookcases are not actually bookcases; they're also displayable things, and it's got like different types of like jewelry and knickknacks and stuff on it. So let me find my notes. Okay. I don't think you have detect magic on right now. I think you had to concentrate on something else. Is that correct?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm no longer a bat.
That's right. You're not.
And since you're asking, I'll cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Okay. Well, you guys all walk
I
in.
have
You
been
cast
doing
detect
that.
magic. Yeah, you have been doing it quite a bit. Cast detect magic. Everything in here, as it has been in the entire thing, is just lit up with like conjuration magic.
So my
But
knife will-
make a. Give me an Arcana check, real quick.
Arcana.
Everyone or just
Just Jace. 14. So everything is conjuration magic. This little pedestal back here is also conjuration, but with a 14 you can tell it's slightly different, but with a 14 you can't tell exactly what that means.
What if it was a 14?
Well, if it was a 14...
Yeah. I did use this sorcery point on.
Okay. So you see there's okay. The chainmail thing that's on this appears to be like not conjured. It appears to be something real and has a magical aura. On this table there's a sphere, like a little sphere that's like sitting on a pillow kind of thing that is glowing. There is a ring, a pair of gloves, a vial with some kind of liquid in it, another ring, a rod, a small like gemstone looking thing, some shoes, and let's see, another Yeah, another ring, and then something that's a little weird is that everything on that table is glowing with some sort of magical aura, except for one ring, which is not glowing. On the other side, these things right here, all these knickknacks and rings are not glowing.
Vendor trash.
That's worse. Okay. A mouse, like you're familiar with these super cool, tricky, trappy abodes.
I feel like there could be traps, yes. I don't know that I would reach out and touch anything. I can use a mage hand.
Yeah.
If you
We should.
think to try to move some stuff around.
I'll also point out to Mouse, like, hey, by the way, I know you're good with this stuff. That thing in the corner there, it looks different than everything else.
What school of magic?
Conjuration, right, Isaac?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Conjuration.
Like, a lot of this is conjuration, but that one is like Target brand
All
conjuration.
What if I cast identify on it?
Ooh.
On the pedestal itself,
On the pedestal, yeah.
you can do that. You're doing it as a ritual, or are you casting it with an action?
Are we in a hurry? I don't know. Do we feel like we're in a hurry in this room? Do we feel pressured by anything?
Well, we have
No,
booze,
this room
so-
seems comfortable.
Oh, okay. Well then.
I'd probably just maybe go over in 10-minute ritual. So in 10 minutes, cast identify on the pedestal.
Yeah, let's short rest.
Wait. Before I do that, let me check something. Identify. Let me look at the spell for a second. Because if it requires touch, I don't want to touch it.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Why can't I find the damn spell in my book? What level spell is identify? It's like level 1, right?
I believe so.
There it is, yeah. Touch. Yeah, it's a touch spell. I'm not sure I should identify that
That's fair. That's fair.
just yet.
You said the skeleton had. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I have mage hand I can send over, but
Did the skeleton? You said it had robes on.
Yeah, tattered.
Tattered. So like, and is it emitting any kind of magical glow or anything?
It is not.
Ah. Okay. Well, I dropped the skeleton unceremoniously.
Was it all together, or do you have to like dump it out of your bag?
Skeleton?
I was just kind of
Oh,
letting
it
him
was all-
scoop it up within the robes.
Oh, okay.
okay. So
It's like-
I'm gonna
Yeah, he's holding it like this, like a trash bag, and it's full of bones. He gets in there and goes, "What? There's nothing to this."
to the whole party. I'll ask, what do you want to inspect first? Like, there's a lot of stuff to look at in here, and I don't think
let's
we should
check
look at it all at once.
Let's check out this book because it came from the other room. And I'll give Mouse the
A book, you say?
a book, dude. Let's get literate.
Oh my God! Well, let's take it to the
All right,
library.
you hand it to Mouse.
The library. Yeah, I'll give it
Oh.
to Mouse.
I'll. So we haven't opened this book yet, right?
Correct.
I'm going to sit the book on the ground, and then I'm going to stand back a little bit, and I'm going to cast enough I can see the book, and I'm going to cast Mage Hand and have it open the book.
I ain't no bitch. I'll just open the book.
I know
He
the
sets it down.
spell. It looks to be a spell book of some kind. They can be trapped.
Yeah, he sets it down,
Sick.
casts Mage Hand. The Mage Hand opens the book. It is now an open
Okay.
book.
And I look. Do I recognize anything that I can? Does it look magical symbols, or does it look like regular writing? What do I see in the first page, anyways?
You can't tell. If you're
Well, this book is.
I said I want to stand where I can still see it, just not like.
What's the distance you can read small fine print?
He's got to get his glasses out.
Well,
Roll a perception check.
once the book's open, I'll get closer to it.
Oh,
I just
okay,
didn't
okay.
want. I didn't want to like open it myself. You know what I mean? In case it was trapped.
We're
This
doing
book,
the equivalent of getting a long stick.
yeah, basically.
Basically,
Poke, poke, poke.
basically.
This book is like it's kind of torn up. It's got stains, presumably blood stains on it. Most of this is unreadable. At least especially like the first page, you can see some like bits of writing, but you can't. It's illegible because of how much it's been through.
So, if we flip through the pages, is there anything that is recognizable, and is it in like a certain type of language? Like,
are you flipping through all
common,
the pages? Are you
or-
like sitting down to look through
Well,
this, or are you just
kind of like just flipping through the first
You're
like
gonna
maybe
grab the
10
edge and go-
pages? You know, just I'm not trying to read it per se. Just see if there's anything. Everything looks tattered and kind of like faded away. So I'm trying to see if there's anything in the first few pages that I can actually make out. Not really trying to study it so much right now.
I will say that within the first few pages, you can get little bits that indicate that this was a spell book, but you can't. Nothing is of what you've seen so far. You can't really use any of it yet.
Okay.
Now it's
well,
kind of thick, so you might be able to find some stuff in there. But from looking at it from a distance with a mage hand, that's what you can tell.
Yeah. Well, after the mage hand opened it, I'd pick up the book and start flipping through it just quickly, just to see if it was if it was a journal or if it was actually like some kind of magical book.
Okay. Yeah. As you pick it up and start flipping through, yeah, you can tell this is a spell book, and with your like hands flipping through it, you can sort of feel where the pages that are not so gross and legible. And looking through here, I'm going to give you a list. Can you keep a note somewhere to write these down?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I have my notes up.
Okay. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Are you
Okay.
ready?
So this spell book like I said, it's
Of the
mostly
legible
gone,
stuff.
but the legible spells that you can read are floating disc,
Okay.
slow,
Okay.
counterspell,
Okay.
skill empowerment,
Okay.
legend lore,
Okay.
magnificent mansion,
Okay.
foresight,
Okay.
and weird.
Weird.
Yep.
All right.
You got a mansion, dude. Sheesh.
As I look through this, I will tell everybody what I see in this book, and what I think it contains. That way, there's no like question. Like, yeah, I'm looking at this book, guys, but I'm not saying anything. So it is a spell book, and there's a few spells in here, and I just mentioned off some of the spells that I see in this book, but
You will
that
be
are
the
legible.
greatest wizard.
I don't know that those spells make you the greatest wizard, but okay.
Yep, those are the ones. Those are the ones that the prerequisites.
I don't know
what?
anything about spells out of the book.
We're gonna take a
Magnificent
rock and
Mansion.
set up a mansion, yeah.
Magnificent Mansion might make you look like a powerful wizard at some point.
I cast spells with my good looks.
All right. So I'll tell him I don't think the book is going to help us with anything in this room.
I'll you know what? I'm gonna go through and just I'm interested in looking through the knickknacks and stuff.
The non-magical stuff.
Okay. Yeah, as you're looking over there, you see there's like little rings, and each of them has like a not every one of them, but many of them have little like tags, like basically like a paper tag with different names on them. Give me a history check.
Smaller now, right?
A reading check.
Yes. Can you read? Roll a d20.
Literacy.
Literacy check.
Historical Society.
I just use a straight intellect check for that.
Boom.
16. Going through here, you recognize a few of these names from your time at the Aegis. These seem to be like the names of maybe famous people, like casters or just adventurers, things of that nature.
I'll pick one up and just kind of look at it.
Okay.
Casually toss it back in its place.
All right.
I'm gonna check out this table. It looks more interesting. And then make it small again.
Okay. What do you want? What are you looking at?
I'm gonna bend over. I'm gonna look down and see what's on the table. Yeah. We
He's
get down on-
inspecting it for traps.
I'll point it out to them that, like, hey, by the way, some of this stuff is totally made up, like, Fugazi, and some of it's legit. And I'll come over and I'll point to, like, this looks like that. That one's got RGB lighting
Wait.
on it. That
This is
one
an
is like,
escape room.
Yeah.
what are those?
This has been an escape dungeon. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what's in this display case? Anything interesting?
He told you everything that was in there.
Did he? A whole
Yep.
list?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, screw it. I didn't hear
He
it.
said there was some rings in there, and there's some.
Oh, well, yeah. I thought the rings were over here on these shelves.
No, that's
There are some
that's
other
some
rings on those shelves over there.
Oh.
that's
okay.
some kind of pedestal with a magical aura.
I'm gonna touch it.
Are you touching that over there?
Yeah, sure. Why not? If I die,
I'm
whatever.
I'm watching him closely as he touches it
Okay.
because I was like.
Okay, so when you go over there to look at it, there is like there's the sort of sphere in the middle of it that's sort of glowing, and there is a place where you could put like a hand like this, but it has a thumb on either side, so it could be either hand.
Yeah. Okay. I ask Mouse. I say, "Hey, Mouse, you think you could make me small again?"
I've dropped that concentration a while ago.
Perfect. Make me small, please.
I was like, I dropped that concentration right after the fight.
Oh man, look at me. Wow, this pedestal's huge. This pedestal's like 9
That is
feet tall.
that's a little bigger than it's supposed to be.
Now that
So-
I'm normal size, I see. Wait a minute.
When he touches it, does anything happen to him?
You're touching it?
Yeah,
He
I'll
said
touch
he was
it.
going to touch
Okay.
it.
I'll put my
So
hand on
you
there.
touch it,
Press start to begin.
and you vanish. And I'll get to you in a little bit.
All right.
I'm sure he's fine.
I'll be like, guys, I was a little worried about that.
I will. Yikes.
He's probably just back at, he's probably back home.
It's like Ghost
I'm
in
gonna-
Goblins. You gotta be
I'm gonna have my
again.
my familiar. I'm gonna have it go over and touch the pedestal as well, kind of land on it. So now, so
Okay, you're
Ignore
familiar?
that, sorry.
Gone.
I will have mine do the same.
Gone.
Am I in a
Where is it?
room or-
I'm gonna look through it. I'm gonna talk to it. Where are you?
So as soon as you do that, you talk to it, and Vonic. So let's start with Vonic. When you press it, you are suddenly outdoors, and you look around and you see Ivia's mansion, like in front of you and to your just right in front of you and to your right a little bit. You're looking around. Give me a perception check real quick, since you were the first one
Okay.
out there.
I don't think I have that advantage anymore. Oh!
Oh,
19.
snap.
Okay. So you're a little jarred by the fact that you were just indoors and now you're outdoors, but you're looking around, and from here, atop this hill, you can kind of to your west. You look around to your west. You see up near the mountains around Graylin, where you kind of grew up, albeit a little further away.
Yeah.
You can see one of the peaks that you recognize from your time there. And
Okay.
with a 19, you are looking at it, and there is a crazy amount of snow at the top of that peak right now, and it looks like it's storming.
And that's like super unusual, I guess.
Give me a history check with advantage.
Is it okay, straight roll. Sick. Nat 20! I know so much about the weather!
This
He knows go uphill.
Yeah. I go, storms, when they hit mountains, where do they go? Uphill. And then once they're up there, what do? They drop snow on the ground. Boom. Meteorologist.
This is a bit concerning. With that history check, you remember the stories growing up. That the reason that there's snow up there, because it's not a terribly cold climate. It is high elevation.
Yeah.
But you remember the stories of the reason that there's snow up there is because there's a slumbering white dragon.
Oh, sick.
And now, given what you're seeing,
He's no longer slumbering.
it's a possibility. It was always just a story. Like
Yeah.
it was, but now that you're
Folklore.
seeing this, you're like, wait a minute.
It was like a giant folklore kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was the story the kids told their kids, the parents told their
Parents,
kids
yeah.
when they got nighttime scary
Don't go off in
stories.
the snow, your ears the dragon will
Like
eat you.
keep them, yeah.
So yeah, Saturn, your familiar tells you that it's outside of within the Magnificent Mansion area, but outside the physical house. You know what I'm talking about, in the yard.
Yeah.
Is this a physical house with a It's been weeks. Is it a magnificent mansion or is it a physical mansion?
It is
An interior of a magnificent mansion.
It is the whole because when you guys were
It's like a big
outside,
fake
you had to make a
facade.
wisdom save to be able to find it, which Saturn was the only one who could. And when you get past that barrier, then you see the yard and the mansion itself, and the yard and the mansion are both technically the Magnificent Mansion.
Is this like Carl's Tower in the Dota Netflix show?
I don't know because I didn't watch
You
that.
didn't watch that? What's wrong with you?
But you kind of discovered this whenever you showed up. This is a sort of augmented Magnificent Mansion. So everything within the yard, like the fence, there's a fence. Everything within that fence is technically conjured, but the mansion itself is within the mansion. If you understand what I'm trying
Yeah,
to say.
the outside of it is essentially like a solid hologram.
Yes.
And the door leads you into a magnificent mansion.
Yes.
It would be like if I built a big shell of a house and then put a magnificent mansion in the front door. There's nothing inside, but when you open the door, you walk into a fancy mansion.
Yeah, kind of like that. It's it's just all it is that the yard and everything within the fence is included within this extraplanar space.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Mansion.
I guess I'm just stuck out here, so I'll go knock on the door and go back inside.
Okay.
I
You go,
will.
you enter.
It looks like they're all right. Don't worry about them. Let's take our time in here.
Wunderbar. Well,
Oh, sorry.
I think
With one more thing with the natural 20 on the perception check.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You look down, and there's like a wavering, and you sort of move your hand down there, and that's when you move your hand over it, you can see past the grass a little bit, and there are runes on the ground there, which you would recognize as a teleportation circle.
Oh, okay, cool.
on the grass.
They're sort of under the grass.
Like grass growing on a rock that it shouldn't be growing on.
Are kind of like hidden behind illusion.
Yeah. But you nat 20'd it, so.
Nice.
Okay, sorry. Back to inside
now
the
we-
room here.
All right.
Now we
I'm
have a
going to,
teleportation.
if my mage hand fell, if it hasn't, I'm going to have the mage hand open up one of the chests.
Okay.
Can I check it for traps?
Yeah.
But I was going to ask everybody to stand back from it first, just in case.
I'm gonna give it a once over for
Okay.
like magical traps.
Are you doing this for the whole room or just the chests?
Just the chest.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Not good. $30.
Doesn't appear to be trapped. Neither one of them.
Okay,
My
well, I'll have the
extra-
mage hand open the chest.
Okay, and you guys are all standing back around the chair.
Yeah, just kind of
Way
standing back.
behind it.
Yeah. I tell everybody stand back a little bit just in case any wards go off.
Okay, as soon as you say
I'm gonna-
stand back, Saturn, you run around behind that bookcase, and you're the first one over there, and you see there is something covered in a cloth. That's what this thing represents.
I'm gonna go look at it.
You pull
Is
the cloth
it
up.
magical?
I will put my hand under there first.
So you're gonna touch it.
Under the cloth?
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
magical?
So he starts to, because he was the first one back there. So he starts to put his hand under it, and you turn in the corner, and yeah, it's glowing. You put your hand under there, you feel like a frame. So it feels kind of ornate.
I will pull it off.
No, don't look at it. It's gonna age you.
All right.
Take
Hold on a second. I gotta
that's
find
from.
my notes.
What movie?
What school of magic is it?
It's one of those schools.
What flavor of Kool-Aid is it?
What flavor of Kool-Aid you got in there?
Give me the flavor.
What color icy pop is it?
I would say this is probably in. Well, let me look at something real quick, and I'll give you maybe a more accurate. This would be probably enchantment. So, give me a charisma save, Saturn.
I'm decent at those. Oh yeah, 23.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You throw off the cover, and you see a mirror. You're looking at yourself in it.
I'm gonna fix my head. Dust off the shoulder. And cover it back up.
Okay. All right. Meanwhile, are you opening the chest with a mage hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it open both chests
Okay.
if it survives the first one.
Nothing happens. How
Okay.
far? You're pretty
Then
far away,
I'll-
so I'm going to say you can't see into it, but it opens.
Yeah,
just
I
fine.
can't see into it. I'm just opening it right now.
Okay.
Well, everybody's
First one
standing
opens.
back.
No problems.
Okay. Now I would try to open the second.
Second one opens up. No problem.
Okay, I'll say chests are open, guys. Seems safe so far.
I'm gonna peek around the corner and wait for somebody to go look and see what's in there.
I'll go check it out.
I'll walk up there now. 'Cause...
Okay, as a couple of you get close to them, one of these chests is, as you start to get close, you start to see it. It is just, you see this silver coloration, just coins. So many coins. And then the other chest, you see this gold coloration of tons of coins. And as you get
They're all
closer, you
conjured.
notice that the silver ones are not actually silver. They're more of a platinum color.
Ooh.
All conjured. You look out of here, it's
My
gone.
payment for what I've
money.
done with you guys, so I'm gonna take the whichever one's in this chest.
As soon as he goes in and start grabbing, I'm stepping back.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna walk over to this table while he grabs.
Okay, Testuzmo starts grabbing up. Which one are you grabbing? The platinum one or the gold one?
I'll grab the platinum one.
Okay, you just start digging through there and grabbing handfuls of coins.
I grab as many as I can quickly.
All right, intern.
You watch Testuzmo just going to town on this chest of
Leaps
coins.
from across
Seeing
the
there,
room.
like drooling.
Mm-hmm.
How much do I get? Quickly, I'm trying to go as fast as I can before.
Turns out they're all chocolate coins.
Should I get there before Jace tries to stop?
They're
me?
all conjured as soon as you leave the room. They disappear.
So
Jace is just watching you do it.
he goes over there and
Like-
starts. You guys are all sort of standing back. He's like, oh, and he runs up there, starts like Garfield on
Never-
a lasagna.
Never seen platinum before.
Where are you putting these coins?
In my wherever I leave my gold storage at.
Shoes and his hat.
Shell.
I
Um,
should have a little bag.
I'm gonna investigate this table for traps where all this stuff's laying.
I'll help you.
I want to go through all of these rings and knickknacks and look at all the names. I want to read all of them.
Okay. No one's bothering you, Testuzmo, so you are just getting all of these platinum coins.
How much do I get?
Since no one's going to stop you, you get all of it. So you end up with 1,503 platinum.
Oh, we'll have a conversation momentarily. I'll even say to him, Tetsuzuma, that's super cool that you're carrying it. I think that we could just take the chest. But that's
Well,
awesome
as the chest is open, you do notice that the coins are not glowing. They are real, but the chest is conjured.
Alright, I'm not going to tell him that, though.
Okay.
You know what?
I rolled a
think we'll
15
do-
to check for traps on the table.
Okay.
I was helping you, Mouse.
I
Okay.
think I go
Oh,
too.
okay.
I
with-
would've been
with
like-
help- with if I roll with it help. Oh god. So 15.
15. Doesn't appear to be trapped.
Okay. All right. Table doesn't appear to be trapped, guys.
While they're
There's
doing that, I'm gonna
two
go pop
items.
swat in the chair.
All right.
Yeah.
You die.
Was the chair
Just kidding.
conjured?
Dude,
You die. You
Yeah, the chair is
become
conjured.
The Lich King.
I think
through it.
I think we'll just take. I think we should just take all this stuff and we'll check it out once we're out of here.
Okay.
Once we get out of
Go ahead
here.
and make me
Like
a history check, Saturn, because you're looking at all the knickknacks and stuff.
I like the idea of the chair being enchanted to move away from your butt every time.
No, I don't know. No,
Yeah, you don't recognize any of them.
Not even my own name.
One of them
I wanna
says Saturn,
point
and you're like, who's that?
I do want to point it out to Mouse and just be like, hey, Mouse, by the way, these things over here, that Saturn's looking at, like, I recognize some Aegis names and some stuff in here.
Okay, I'll take a look. But in the meantime, I think we'll just take anything that's I can fit into the handy haversack, I guess, or
Okay.
whatever I have. I'll just take it and I'll say, "We'll just look at this when we get out of here. I can identify it, and we should do this when we're somewhere
This-
safer."
This wizard's been missing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to look around and see if I see any signs that maybe she did. If something went awry in this room.
Well, didn't we decide that we thought that skeleton might have been that wizard?
Yeah. That's what I
we
mean.
decided
that's
that in that one night. Yeah, we were thinking that might have been Ivia, the skeleton. Is it?
What?
Yeah, what
Magic.
you noticed about it was that the tattered robes were the same robes that she was wearing in the
Hologram thing.
hologram that you first saw when you came in.
Can I
Yeah.
medicine check the skeleton to see if it's like fits
Gotta reconstruct
Human
it first
or,
if he dumped it out on the
female,
ground.
whatever she was?
Sure, your medicine check.
Sorry. I got an
I'm gonna
organized
check out
body.
this suit of armor.
It raised the DC because he dumped all this.
Oh, I was on
the ground.
20. 14.
14's
Oh,
not
you got a
bad.
nice
I mean,
check.
you can tell that it looks like,
Okay.
Lady bones.
yeah, with a 14, I would say you could tell that it's because like there's a difference in female and male bones, right? The hips are
It's actually
different.
pretty easy.
Yes. Yeah.
to tell.
Yeah, there are. It's
Also that.
So you
extra
can tell
rib,
it's
you know?
you can shit. You can tell it's you can tell it's a female, and you can tell that it's had some trauma. Like some of the bones are broken, possibly teeth marks on them.
Here,
He
step
screwed up at
aside,
her own
step
game.
aside, I got this.
All
I'm
right.
gonna try medicine check.
So I'm picking up all the stuff off this table and then putting it in a handy haversack. I'm having any issues doing that.
No,
20.
what all are you taking?
Anything that he pointed out that's magical in nature.
yeah. I would point out the things that stood out aside from it.
Okay,
That
so the
doesn't
things
look like
that-
it's a dimensional door or some kind of extra dimensional space. I'm not going to put that in my handy haversack. If I see something that looks
the things
like
that the things that you thought stood out, or all the things that are magical in here, and then there was one ring that did not have a magical aura, but it was placed with all the other magical things.
We just take it too. Everything on that table
Take
looked
all the
important or fancy, so we took
Okay.
it. I take everything off that table and throw it in my handy haversack.
And the only
to
other
look
thing
at later.
that is has a magical aura in here is that mirror behind the bookshelves.
Well, and also the suit of armor, right? That Saturn's
Yes,
checking out.
yes, it's a chain shirt, I think.
I can't fit that in my handy haversack.
Adamantine.
But I will look at all
I'll
this.
grab the armor.
Jace wanted me to look at the stuff over here on these racks, so I'll check that out, see if I recognize anything.
give me a history check.
Investigate history check.
Yep.
My history check's not so good, but
Any of the paperwork around the area, I want to
11.
grab that too.
Yeah,
I think I rolled worse than you, Jace.
I'd like to. Sorry, other people are doing something.
What paperwork?
Any paperwork that's on this table over here. And
There's
any
no.
that
There's no paperwork on the table. The only like sort of paperwork that's in there are the little labels next to the little trinkets.
okay.
I would like-
I'm gonna write all those names down. At least I will do that.
In fact,
done
I'd like
selling
to
all the
scoop
gold.
those up and take them.
All the stuff on there.
The trinkets and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Easy enough.
Did you mention anything about what you touched under behind this rack? Did you even say something? I wouldn't walk back there if he didn't mention anything.
I'm gonna like, hey, I know that you want to identify all the stuff afterward, but I don't know if we can move the mirror. Check it out. It was
You're like, mirror? Where?
behind.
Because I
behind
didn't go
here,
back
here.
there.
Look here, look here, look here, look here.
No.
Here, right here. This one.
I'll
Boom, boom,
fall
boom.
on
Definitely, definitely touch it. By the way.
Oh, touch it? Well, if I identify it, I have to touch it. First, I'm gonna kind of look. I'm gonna look at it as closely as I can to try to see if I recognize what it might be.
Are you taking
Would I
the
have
cloth
any
off?
idea?
Right,
You
'cause
know what?
covered
I'll
it back
use
up, so
I'll use a mage hand to pull the cloth off.
okay. Where are you
So-
standing?
I'll stand back. I always stand back. I'm gonna stand back about 20 feet or so, and then
Okay.
I will
Pull it off, and
have
it looks
my-
like a mirror.
Okay. Well, now after that's off, I'll walk up to the mirror and kind of look at it real closely. Just not look directly into the mirror, but around it to see if I recognize what it might be. Would I have any idea?
Give me an
Well, I-
Arcana check.
I'll roll bad. 13.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I will. I'll cast Identify on it. I'll touch it, the kind of the edge of it, and I'll cast Identify on it with a spell slot. So it'll only be like a minute cast time.
Okay. This is a mirror of life trapping. Any creature that sees their reflection in the mirror within 30 feet of it has to succeed on a charisma saving throw or be trapped along with anything they are wearing or carrying into one of the mirror's 12 extra dimensional cells. This saving throw is made with advantage if the creature knows the mirror's nature, and constructs succeed on the saves automatically.
Well, as soon as how big is this mirror? Like,
It's
is
about
it
4 feet tall.
so it's pretty good sized mirror.
Yeah, it's not
Um,
terribly wide.
As
but
soon
it's about
as soon as I know what this is, I'm going to have my mage hand pick up the blanket and throw it back over the mirror,
okay.
and then I will explain to everybody what that is.
Yeah, it's basically just like it has 12 cells in it, and you can potentially trap things in it.
Whenever he's
I will-
explaining that, I'm gonna
There's things or
brush my shoulders off again.
So
could there be
I-
people in there? Or is it just
possible.
things?
Is there any way for us to know? Or like
would I
look
know?
in?
So with the Identify spell, would I know how? Would it impart to me on how to use this mirror, like to get people
So-
out, or
You can, while within 5 feet of the mirror, you can use an action to speak the name of one creature trapped in it or call out a particular cell by number. The creature named or contained in the cell appears as an image in the mirror's surface, and you can communicate normally. And there's a second command word that can free one creature trapped in there.
But we don't know what that word is.
I would say for this, with him, actually make me an Arcana check, Mouse. See if your Identify can give you that.
It's a mirror cell phone. Calls their cell by number.
22.
Yeah, you can with the 22 Arcana. You can for this, you can get the
All right,
both command
I'll
words.
say, based on this Identify spell that I cast on this, I'm pretty sure if something's trapped in here, we can get it out. And then I'll explain what I know of it, how it works.
Saturn, I need your silver tongue.
I will head over there.
Let the smooth talkers of the group handle this in case there's any freaks in there.
If you break it, will it?
Well, We can pull them up
Souls
to
in the chat.
talk to them before we release them, right? You said?
Yes.
Okay.
There's 12 cells.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know how it would trap things in there? Is it by looking at it or by command word?
No, if you look into it, you make a charisma
Correctly,
save,
okay.
and then
All right.
If I
I'm
made
gonna
it,
make sure.
I have to make
I'm gonna
it
make
again.
sure nobody looks into the mirror directly before we summon something up. So
you do have to make it again, but you get advantage if you know the mirror's the mirror's nature. So if you want to look into it again, you can, but you can also just avoid looking into it.
yeah, I'm gonna let everybody know not to look directly into the mirror. So
Okay.
that's how you get trapped in here.
But we have to look at it to talk to the person?
Once the person's in there, I'd assume that
stands.
it's not gonna trap you.
You can stand at an angle.
Yeah,
Because
just not standing
you
right
know,
in front
you
of
know
it.
how
like,
this thing works.
you know, like
so
Jace
you
is right
stand
now.
at an angle.
All right. Well, one by one, we see who's in there.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll call it up by cell. I don't know names, so we'll just do cell 1.
Yeah, you go through each individual cell. Doesn't appear. This thing's empty.
Okay. Well, that's good. There's nothing trapped in here, guys.
I am.
I
That
have
would
an
be
idea.
hilarious if Feathers was in.
Except for Jace.
The whole time.
Yep.
Saturn, what are we gonna do?
Technically, if the caster's dead, this is a free home.
Uh-huh.
Could have a new base of
There-
operations in the area.
The home does have a guardian, though.
Yeah, he likes us though.
Well, you have the command words, I guess.
Yeah.
And he said we could stay as long as we like.
Okay.
I think
Well, we need to find a way to get here quicker. Maybe find a motive. Maybe there's a teleport circle in the tower somewhere.
there's. Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know that. Thank you.
Out of character, we don't know that yet. But
Understand.
I'm
Be
assuming.
real convenient. if there was one
I'm
outside.
assuming as a wizard's castle, there's got to be something in here. So I would say maybe if we can find a teleport circle, we can have a mode to get back.
We also need to figure out how to get. Well, I guess we don't have to come to this room anymore, so never mind on that.
Yeah, I think we. I'm gonna like etch something in the boards behind the mirror for the next of it, and just kind of be like, "Beware of mirror."
Did anybody pick up the gold coins yet?
I would be picking them up
Like you're picking them up.
What
Okay.
are you putting them in?
in my pockets.
He's got a.
That's
I
a
mean,
lot
he's
of
had
coins.
presumably a backpack. It's just gonna be real heavy.
Real heavy. That's a lot of coins.
Yeah. Are you digging through the other one too, Testuzmo?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get another,
Oh.
and there's some silver mixed in with the gold. You get another 1,137 gold coins and 558 silver coins.
He ain't even gonna be able to walk.
Yeah, he is like, ugh.
I don't even know how you'd
Look,
walk.
guys, I
How
didn't
much
find
silver?
anything.
Do what?
How much silver?
558. So 1503 platinum, 1137 gold, 558 silver.
How many coins equal a pound in the conversion? Just out of curiosity. I'm just curious how much weight he's
I am
carrying right now.
carrying 124 pounds right now.
What's your
That's
weight?
definitely more than 24 pounds.
Is it 124?
1100 platinum? God dang.
Where
Darn.
did I that on?
1,500 platinum, brother.
1500 pounds, dude. What do I know?
Oh, is it 1500?
Yes, 1503 platinum, 1137 gold, 558 silver.
That's almost, it's over 3,000 coins.
Is it 100 per pound or is it 10 per pound?
I don't remember. That's what
10
I
per
was.
pound. I remember it's
I'll
like
look it up
really
since I'm not
small,
doing
but
anything.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what the conversion is.
It's one of the options in D&D Beyond. You can
50
select
coins
whether,
weighs a pound.
whether
50
gold weighs
coins?
or not.
50
pound.
points weighs a pound, so 3,000. How many times 50 go into 30? It's like 600 pounds.
What?
He's got it.
Right?
I have it on.
600.
It's
So
60
63.
pounds.
63
Yeah,
pounds.
63 pounds. Okay,
Hey.
I'm Math is hard, okay?
He moved the
You would be
decimal.
on the moon.
Math is hard.
Yeah, okay. So now I'm
All right,
carrying
so we've-
132 pounds.
On his back.
132, yeah, 132 pounds, 0.26.
We've scooped up
I'm
all
gonna-
the trinkets.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to this armor and cast Identify on it as a ritual. Take 10 minutes.
I already put it in my bag.
Oh, you already did? Okay, I didn't hear you say
I thought we were gonna just bounce, so I just like started grabbing.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay, we can
yeah.
do that too.
It's the-
So
we scooped
I've
up
been
all the
standing
trinkets.
outside for like half an hour now.
we,
Eating some
I'm gonna
PB&J.
try to communicate with my familiar to see where he went.
Okay, yeah,
Is
you
he
find out.
too far away, or would he be close enough?
His is on a
actually,
different dimension, so
well, technically this
Is
is
it-
the same plane because it's all within the mansion. But
Okay.
yeah, I think that it's a little too far away because yours isn't. packed
Yeah, I was
in
gonna say
chain.
mine's only 100 feet.
Yeah.
For telepathic
Yeah,
bond
but,
or whatever.
Saturn told you that he talked to
Okay.
his.
So, if we are assuming that this is the exit and we don't see anything else in here, you said there's a bunch of books over here.
No.
Oh, I thought you said there was like books. What is on the shelf then?
Like
obviously
rings and
did-
trinkets, bracelets, things like that. Jace got it all.
Jace got it all. Okay, I wanted to make sure we took it with us. So
Was there no one in the mirror?
there was nobody in the mirror.
And it's just leaning up against the back of that. It's not like it's not bolted to. It's not mounted.
I don't think it's kind of big. I don't think we'll be carrying it around with us. Definitely not going to fit in my handy hours.
How cozy's the chair?
Moderately
It was pretty
cozy.
nice.
You think you can carry that out? Put it in your bag.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I have a deal
touch
proposal for
the
you guys.
I'm going
Gold is
to
all mine.
touch the orb and head out.
I'm going to shrink the mirror. No, I'm kidding.
You could do that.
I'm not.
You could totally do that.
Does it work on inanimate objects though? I didn't think it did.
I think it works on anything. I don't know. Not my stuff.
Enlarge shrink. I thought it only worked on people.
I don't ever take that spell. I think it's kind of garbage, but
I use it on you all the time.
I know. Yeah, in this campaign, it's good.
Yeah, you cause
In
a
this
creature
campaign,
or an
it's-
object you can see within range to grow larger or smaller.
Boom.
Oh, all right.
So next time, just cast enlarge on my fist so I can punch him with a really big fist.
I'm gonna ask before we leave here. I'm gonna ask the other two caster types if they thought, because I don't know that I would know this, if they thought that mirror would be considered a extra dimensional space.
Yeah, I would. Yes, I would.
Okay.
Like, would it be safe to put in a handy haversack if we shrunk it?
Can you fit in your sack?
If we shrink it, maybe.
I only got a
I
few minutes though before it gets big again. And
We can get it
Also-
out of here.
think it would. I mean, I don't know. I cast magic with my like sex appeal, so
Okay,
It is
let's leave
definitely an extra dimensional space. You would
Okay.
know that.
Yeah, let's leave it. And I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm done. I'm gonna touch this thing and zap myself out of here.
Okay.
I'll leave. I'm making a
Uh,
deal proposal. This gold is mine until you guys give me a.
Just wait till we identify
A
some of these
mushroom?
objects.
you want to buy drugs from us?
Will I get a promotion?
a promotion. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Intern
consider
three.
that one.
What kind of promotion do you want? You're like already an equal to the party. I don't understand. I
We
don't
have a structure
understand.
here, Ray.
He doesn't care about the pay raise. He just wants the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Title. All right,
Right,
we'll
yeah.
call him Master of the Party.
Now I wanted to ask real quick because you had dropped it, but you also went back through and like picked up everything else. Are you leaving the bones and robes, or are you taking them with you?
We should
No,
bring
I'm
those.
gonna go back and I'm gonna
Get
cast.
them.
I'm gonna cast mending on the robe,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on the bones. Just kind of clean everything up.
Okay.
Before
And
he
as
does
res-
that, can I see what killed her?
Yeah, you already rolled your medicine check. It was the same as Merton's.
No,
You
it
got a
wasn't.
20.
Mine was a 20.
Oh, because you didn't add
Oh,
anything.
you know you rolled it already.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, he
Yeah,
caught
I
you.
mean, based on what with the 20 and based on what you just saw in there, it's pretty evident that she was killed by those things that you guys just killed.
Okay.
That wouldn't be It would make sense that she'd get killed by her own things.
Magic gets out of control all the time.
Maybe she didn't
Lot-
think this. She
lots
had
of
it
wizard-
commissioned.
What think with the Weeping Angel things?
Lots of wizards die to their own creations when they get out of control.
That's why I don't mess with magic.
Don't you have a magic axe or a hammer or something? God
He
dang.
didn't make it though. He just uses it.
So
All right, so
Let
Can I-
somebody know what happened to her.
I would like to.
Yeah, we should take her out and bury her. At
Yeah.
least.
Mending the robes, prestidigitation the bones, and as respectfully as possible, kind of cradle them into my arms as much as I can.
He's
Okay.
rolling back what he did earlier.
Yeah, I'm
What
definitely
is
walking
this?
that back.
Ugh! Oh,
Oh, okay. This is the person we were looking for. Maybe I should.
Oh, my bad.
Jace has like all these bones, like walking around, dropping them, and nah.
Damn it.
yeah, I think she got chewed on by the creatures that we were fighting in that room.
Guys.
That's what
We
he
need
was
to keep
referring
track of these bones for two reasons. One, she's super famous, and two, resurrection, baby. We get there, we can bring her back to life.
I bet there's
Why would-
somebody that
why
can
would we
do
do
that
that?
at the edges.
Why wouldn't we
that's
do
what I
that?
was
She's like the most famous person in history. She has all the answers we're looking for, maybe. We like literally seeked out her house. Everyone in the world that is into magic has been looking for this house. She's the most valuable person. She's MVP of magic.
MVP?
She's gonna want her gold back.
Everyone like
I think
Yeah,
we can claim that under a resurrection fee.
When,
oh yeah,
dead.
that's the resurrection fee for sure. Yeah.
all right, so we're all just leaving here, right? We're all out.
Yep,
Yeah.
everyone one by one touch the thing, and you all get ported to the outside, where you were just outside the mansion, but still within the extraplanar space.
And I'm just sitting on the
No.
steps up to the front
Oh,
door.
hey, Vonic. Nice to see you again.
How long have I been out there? It's got to be a while. They were like
5-10
minute
minutes.
Ritual casting. What? They ritual
At least,
casted
yeah, I did
twice
one
in there, right?
ritual cast.
Oh,
One
you did
ritual cast. One,
okay, so
one
probably 20,
spell.
20, 30 minutes then.
Oh, okay.
You can like just be chatting with Saturn's sprite.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pop out and give my sprite a little fist bump.
I say we go back to the mansion, guys, for now, and see what all this stuff is.
Wait. I don't think we should be going back to the mansion yet.
No?
I think first you should mark down the runes on that teleportation circle you're standing
What
on.
teleportation? Oh, and I look down. What? I'm like, what?
I already
I
did
look-
a
I
rubbing,
look-
and I pull out a piece of paper that I did the little pencil thing.
I
When
look down and I'll be
overhear it,
like,
I'm gonna look at
okay,
Jason- and look at Jason and go, perfect.
I will file
not
this. I will file this teleportation circle into my other ones then.
Sorry, Saturn.
that
What
I
did you
know.
say? I missed what Saturn said.
I said, perfect. Base of operation.
What is
Yeah.
what is this place called? Ivia's mansion.
Not anymore.
I'm just noting.
Yeah.
I'm putting notes to what circles I know, so that's all. I know where.
We ever need a good place to hide. Nobody else was able to find it.
Now it's
Okay,
the Nameless View Mansion.
I'll say I have committed this.
You.
I'll tell him I committed this circle, so I have it now. We should probably go inside and rest and see what all we took from in there.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna definitely go rest.
Yeah, I'm like almost completely out of spells.
Are we long
Uh,
resting?
We'll go in. And
Definitely.
what's the name of the guy?
Wesley.
Wesley.
Snipes?
Mr. Snipes, you beat me to it, Eric. God damn it.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you guys came out, you're like over in this sort of corner, and that's where the circle is.
Okay. Well, I kind of made a sketch in my book, and where I keep all my sketches, so I have it, and I'll head into the mansion.
Okay, you guys all go into
Assuming-
the mansion.
Inside this mansion, there's a nice I'm assuming like a dining room gathering area that we can.
Yeah,
meat.
I mean, basically, it kind of is what you see, like with very little exception. It's a
So-
fully decked out mansion.
I
Can
will.
Okay, Isaac, just real quick, because you said it is what we see. I mean, do we see this shiz?
Oh no, there's not like bones and stuff. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, this was just
It's just
okay.
Yeah, it's just, like the size of it is pretty accurate, and it's very nice. Just so that anything you're like, is there a dining room? Yes, there's going to be a dining room. There are a few bedrooms. It's like, yeah, it's a very nice
This is
place.
almost better than the tower. It's got infinite food supply.
I'm gonna go into the tower, the dining room area where there's an empty table, and I'm gonna start taking out all the stuff that.
Oh, we're gonna lay out our treasure and.
Well, I need to identify it. So what it is.
I will
So
call
it's gonna
out to
take a
Weston.
while.
I will go and pull out the armor.
Look at how
Okay.
amazing this like atrium in the back looks.
Okay, so after I get all the stuff, I'm gonna lay it out on the table in there, and then I'll start ritual casting identify. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, it will take you a while. So there are. Let me count here. 1, 2,
I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna need some
4,
sleep for not tonight.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there are 11 things. So it's going to take you
Okay.
like 2 hours, right? Is that right?
2 hours. Yeah, so I'll spend the next 2 hours just identifying. I'll start with the armor because I see I see Saturn like hovering over it. I'm like, here, let's do that first.
I'm not hovering over it. I just took it.
Okay, so we'll do the armor first. I don't think anybody here wears chain armor? Do they? Oh yeah, we do. We have a Turtle Man
All right. So,
and Martin, right? Yeah.
okay. So we'll do this real quick.
No, I'm
I'm
barbarian.
going to.
Oh, okay.
It's a toilet. This place has a toilet, dude.
I'm gonna as I identify it. I'm gonna take a note here. I got a
The
note.
chainmail.
I'll write what everything is.
It's like the absurdity of like, I cast identify on this chainmail. It's a toilet.
Toilet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just going to start adding these things to your inventory, Mouse, and then
Okay.
we can redistribute
works,
later.
yeah.
But I want to do it this way.
Okay.
That way it's more sort of authentic to you finding out what it is.
Okay, that's fine.
So I've added one thing. You can go ahead and read through that while I get the other stuff and put it in there. You said you're doing the armor first.
Where
so I'm
were
doing
you
that first.
putting it in my backpack? Is that where
Yes.
you're? Okay. I gotta refresh my screen every time.
While this is ongoing, actually, you finish that. I know.
Okay. So, who is in here with me? Who's staying in here the whole 2 hours I'm identifying stuff? Like anybody
Well,
staying in here?
I'll chill.
This is
I'll
a
do I'll do a
That's-
perimeter walk.
That's some
this
pretty
is a good-
crazy. That's some pretty good stuff. Jeez. Okay, so anybody
I
in
would
here,
like to-
as I finish the armor, the first 10 minutes will be the armor. I'll say this armor is Ifriti armor. And it'll make you extra tough. Basically, it'll give you 3 AC. And you're immune to fire damage. And you can speak primordial. In addition, you can stand and walk a molten rock as if it were solid ground.
Say what? Say that one more time.
You gain 3 AC.
Okay.
You're immune to fire damage.
Sick.
You can speak primordial.
Okay.
And you can walk across molten rock as if it were solid ground. You're a lava walker, okay? You can walk on lava.
What's the armor property? Is it medium?
It is chainmail, so it would be what? Heavy armor?
I think chain is.
Pretty sure chain's heavy because it gives
If chain's heavy,
disadvantage
it
for
might be
stealth.
better than my plate.
Well, it has 3 AC, so it might be
Chain is heavy.
It's a +3, right? So it's base plus
plus
3.
3. Base plus 3.
So it might be better than my plate mail.
What's base of plate mail? Because
Base
base of
Base
chain,
of chain is 16.
yeah, 16. So it'll give you
19.
19.
Be a 1
So-
increase. So if someone else wants it, that's fine.
All right,
But if not,
so
I'll take it.
that's the first thing.
And I put one of the rings in your inventory.
Okay. I don't know. I had to refresh. All right, and then I pick up this other ring, and I'll be like, guys, here's another ring, and this ring is called a Dragon Touched Focus Ring. Legendary. What? I don't know that I'd say legendary. And
I like me some magic items.
it says, I gotta read it. It has a charge of Rory's telepathic bond and a charge
Oh, okay.
of psychic lance.
Oh, cool.
You also have an advantage on initiative rolls while you wear the ring, and it can use as a spellcasting focus.
Okay, cool.
Whenever you use a spell slot to cast a spell, you can immediately teleport to an unoccupied space that you can see within 15 feet. That's kind of cool. While
Someone
wearing the
should've done
ring,
with the mirror.
while wearing the ring, you can use it to cast certain spells. Once the item is used to cast the given spell, it can't be used to cast the spell until the next dawn. So there's 2 spells you can do once a day, basically.
And is it any time that you cast a spell with a spell slot, or those
Yes,
2
the
spells?
person
with a spell
wearing
slot?
the ring. No, any spell you cast with a spell slot, if you're wearing the ring, you can teleport to 15 feet.
Damn.
You don't use a spell slot to cast the ones in the ring. It's just a charge. So that's what we got so far: a chainmail, the Freedy chain, and the dragon touched ring.
And there's some gloves in your bag that I just added. You as you identify the gloves.
Okay. The gloves. These gloves. I hold up the gloves. I'll say these gloves are called gloves of energy transfer. Your con score is 20 while wearing these. Well, I would say you'd be very fortuitous while wearing these gloves.
Fortuitous? Like fortunate?
Definitely fortuitous.
I don't know.
Fortitudinal.
You're much tougher. You'll be much tougher while wearing these gloves.
I like fortuitous.
Fortuitous.
Sick.
I prefer that.
It says after making a successful melee weapon attack while wearing these gloves, you can use a charge from the gloves to deal an extra 2d10 force damage to the target.
God dang.
And you regain a number of hit points equal to the force damage dealt.
God dang.
Alternatively, instead of regaining hit points in this way, you can choose to gain advantage on one attack roll, ability, or saving throw you make before you end your turn. The gloves have 2 charges and regain 1 charge every dawn.
That sounds incredible.
And if you use the last charge, it could be destroyed. You got to roll a d20 to see if it gets
Those are
destroyed
like
if you use all the
Dueling
charges.
gloves, right? You pull one out and you slap them across.
Yeah,
the face
but
with
if you
the
use
D10.
you get 2 charges, and if you're not careful, you use the second charge, you have to roll a d20. It could just be destroyed.
That's exciting though.
It could be destroyed spectacularly.
Oh yeah, does it blow up your hands?
It says the last charge is used. Roll a d20 on a 20. The gloves regenerate 1 charge. On a 10 through 19, the last charge is expended, but nothing else happens. On a 2 through 9, the gloves feedback, and you take 8d10 force damage.
Oh,
This damage cannot be resisted, and a creature within 5 feet of you must make a DC 15 Dex throw, or they take a quarter of the damage you took.
Dang.
On a failure, they take half.
I like that. That's good. That's a good
Did you
item.
play on a 2 through 9?
Yeah, what's a 1?
What's a 1?
Doesn't say.
It just makes a fart noise.
turns you
If a
into
1, it says if a 1 is rolled, the damage is instead 16d10, and the gloves
no.
are disintegrated. So a 1 will destroy the gloves.
and you
And you.
Yeah. Yep. You're dead.
don't use both.
All right, that's the
Wait,
gloves.
16. How many? 16?
16d10 on a 1.
How much con do you have, Eric?
I have 18 con.
I have a 16 con. Do you have to attune to those?
Yep.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes.
79 damage. That wouldn't kill me.
So
it's
as
a
I'm-
free AoE spell.
As I'm listing off this stuff, if you guys want it, it's on the table, so you could take it.
I like
Whatever
the gloves unless
decides
Eric
that.
wants them.
If you want the gloves,
I would like the ring, if not Jace
besides,
or
I've already
Spider.
got the big
No, I don't need
bracers
the ring.
on.
Let's get through the
Oh, yeah.
list because
Yeah, let's get through the list because we're
Not that I
running.
couldn't wear gloves and bracers, but it'd be better if you had something.
Yeah, because I got 16 cons. That'll give me.
So you're gonna get the
Okay.
getting the con rings and the gloves.
You
I
identified
hold
the
up-
potion.
I hold
Oh,
up a
wait.
potion and I'll be like, "Here is a potion of Storm Giant Strength."
Damn.
Hey,
You get, let's see, it'll make your strength score 29 for 1 hour. You could be very strong if you drink this.
We fight that dragon. Sonic tackles another one.
yeah, I need to go.
Dude,
I need to go
It's an
29
ancient
strength.
dragon.
Are we in agreement? Sonic takes this potion.
Yeah, I'll take the potion. I jump up
wish-
to the dragon, grab its giant head, and break its neck, and we're like, fight over.
All right.
We're
Okay, so
duplexing a second dragon in this campaign.
yeah.
Sonic, you get a potion of Storm Giant Strength.
Okay. Let me look.
Okay.
It up.
Next item.
You identify the rod.
Right, backpack. Okay. This one is a Rod of Resurrection. This rod has 5 charges. While you hold it, you can use an action to cast one of the following spells from it: Heal, Resurrection. Heal uses 1 charge. Resurrection uses 5, and it has 10 charges. No, wait. It only has 5 charges. Yeah, so 5 charges. So you could either use 1 resurrection spell or 5 heal spells.
Wait, if we got a resurrection right here, we can bring her back to life.
This is not. I don't think this is just regular resurrection. I don't think it would bring back somebody who's been dead for a long time.
How long has she been dead for?
Hundreds of years, right?
Hundreds of
And
years.
his bones.
The rod expends 1 charge, and you get a. Wait. The rod regains 1 expended charge daily at dawn. If the rod is reduced to 0 charges, you roll a d20. On a 1, the rod disappears in a burst of radiance. So, if we do use res, there's a chance it could destroy the rod
Yeah, no.
with a 1.
That has been dead for no more than a century.
We could definitely try it. Anyways,
You
The
identified
next
the
item-
slippers
Dead longer than
next.
let's see. You put slippers.
Crocs
Is that
of
what?
speed.
Yeah.
I'll hold up these. I'll hold up these fancy looking slippers that have spider webs on them, and these are
Wreck Crocs of speed.
slippers of spider climbing. While you're wearing these, you can move up and down across vertical surface, sideways.
It's like the
And-
least
and
efficient
leaving-
climbing shoe.
You're basically Spider-Man.
You like show up to the climbing gym in your slippers, and they're like, "What are you, an idiot?" And you're like, "Nah, check this out." And you just walk up the wall.
These make you Spider-Man.
That's what happens when you put the Croc
But
like band
you
on the
can
back.
climb-
of your
Yeah,
deal.
that's yes, exactly. That's
The great-
that's sport mode.
The great
dude.
thing is you can climb while leaving your hands free.
sport mode, dude.
Okay.
And then there's another ring
Uh,
in your inventory. That
Oh shit! Hang on a second. I just closed my. Here we go. The next item is another ring, and it is called the Ring of the Ram. As I hold it up, and I'll be like, "This ring has 3 charges, and it do though, yeah. It has 3 charges. While wearing this ring, you can use an action to expend 1 to 3 charges and make a ranged spell attack against one creature you can see within 60 feet. The ring produces a spectral ram's head and makes the attack roll with a +7 bonus. And to hit, the target will take 2d10 force damage and push 5 feet. You can also use it to try to break an object within 60 feet.
Any object?
It just says you can use an action to try to break an object you can see within 60 feet that isn't being worn or carried. So, like,
Alright.
you know,
So we need to have a
stationary
discussion
objects.
here.
Stationary
What
objects.
constitutes an object? No, I'm kidding.
A
Is a
stationary.
building an object?
Your mom's an
yes, it
object.
is, and you can
Yeah,
try
building.
to
You
destroy
can
it.
Okay. Let's see. Next item.
Another ring.
I'm getting tired, boys.
2 hours of this. I got it. Hold on.
There's another ring here, and I hold it up. And this is Ivia's treasure ring. This is a homebrew item. It says, while you wear this ring, you are standing within Ivia's tower. You can teleport to Ivia's treasure room as an action. So it lets you teleport to Ivia's treasure room.
That's nice.
Why
That is
wasn't she
nice.
wearing that?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, when she's an idiot, she stuck it in there and then locked herself out. She's
Mages.
like, God dang it, I forgot the key!
But the thing is maybe that
Where did
dungeon
I
was
put my keys?
maybe that dungeon wasn't considered a tower, so she couldn't teleport there from there.
Maybe
Yeah,
that
she
was
needed
the
the ring.
treasure room.
Oh.
Okay, next item. Wait, we got.
I'm gonna grab that key or that ring and put it on and go to it.
Let's see. I think it requires attunement. No, it does not. I don't think.
I'm gonna pop it.
Okay, boom. You're back in the treasure room.
All right, I'm gonna hit the door and
Hey,
come back.
hey,
The treasure room where we took everything?
grab the mirror.
Hey,
bring it
but
to
we-
the edge. While
no,
you're touching
we-
it, push the thing. Boom, you're out with it.
We have our own little prison.
That's what I want it for. I want to trap
No.
someone in it.
Well, we can always go bring it out later.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like he grabs the ring and I'm like, well, that didn't take long.
Treasure room.
Goes in there, treasure room that's empty of everything we took. Is
All
that
right.
all the items?
No,
Isaac?
there's like 3 more. I think there's the gemstone is in there now.
Why don't I see that?
Ugh.
Let me refresh again.
It's like the 4th thing down in your backpack.
I'm not seeing it. I got ring, Afridi, let's see, gloves of energy. Oh, ion stone. Okay, here it is. I hold up a little gem and it says, here is an ion stone of mastery. And I don't care about all the background. I ain't gonna say that. When you use an action to toss one of the stones into the air, the stone orbits your head at a distance of 1d3 feet and confers a benefit to you. Let's see.
This is from like Diablo 2. This sounds like a Diablo 2 item that I am remembering. Like a stone
Thereafter, another creature must use an action to grasp or net the stone to separate it from you, either by making a successful attack roll against an AC 24 or a successful 24 dexterity acrobatics check. You can use an action to seize or stow the stone, ending its effect. Let's see. The stone has AC of 24, 10 hit points, and resistance to all damage, and is considered to be an object being worn while it orbits your head. While you're wearing, I guess while this is going, you have proficiency bonus increased by 1. Well, yeah, your proficiency bonus is increased by 1 while you have this on.
Cool.
Is that what?
So there's that. That's what it
Proficiency?
says. At the very
I'm
bottom.
not gonna have a plus
That's
11.
literally what it
Oh,
does.
yeah, yeah,
It's while it orbits your head, you have a proficiency bonus of 1.
Of extra one. So it's like your
An extra one.
spell
Plus 1.
attacks go up by 1, your spell DCs go up by
Yeah.
1, everything that you have proficiency in.
Yeah, everything goes up by 1.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good, dang good.
And it does need to be attuned to. You will
That
have
makes
to attune to that.
Okay. The other ring, the last ring that did not appear magical, you identify that and it is magical.
Oh, after I identify it is magical. Okay.
Yeah, and with the along with your identify, you figure out that it is because it is being hidden, like some of the other items you guys have found earlier with a arcane aura.
Okay, and
So there's a lot of things in there that are potentially magical, right?
Could
so
be,
while wearing,
but this
I'll
was
hold
the
it up
only
and
one that
say-
was with those things. So
Oh, okay.
here's the last ring that was on that table, and as I hold it up, I'll say this is a ring of spell turning. While wearing this ring, you have advantage on saving throws against any spell that targets only you, not an area effect. In addition, you roll a 20 for the save if you roll a 20 for the save and the spell is 7th level or lower, the spell has no effect on you and instead targets the caster who cast the spell using the slot level spell save DC attack bonus, blah blah blah.
And the last thing that you identify is the orb, the little sort of handheld orb.
Okay. I'll hold up the orb after casting 10 minutes. And this is apparently a very good item. Let's see. This orb is a small metal sphere that measures about 1 inch and it weighs about a pound. You can say its activation word as a reaction, which you take after an attack or spell hits you, but before the damage is rolled. The sphere sparks and negates all damage from the spell or attack. It is also effective against any spell that would render you dead or unconscious. I need this for hardcore. And it does not negate any other effects such as paralysis or petrification, etc. The sphere can be used 5 times. After the 5th time, it becomes an ordinary object.
There are only
It becomes a
2
paperweight,
charges left.
and there's 2 charges. So you can use it 2 times, guys. And then it'll become paperweight.
Make me history check.
Okay.
I was gonna say, do we know what the freak this is?
Well, he said everything else's name out loud
Sure.
except that one.
Yeah.
So
I'll be like, I don't know anything about this. Though.
Name of it though.
that's up
It's-
to Mouse if he reads it. If
It's
he says
Kogrid. Oh yeah, it's Kogrid's personal invulnerability sphere. I thought I guess I didn't say what it was. My bad.
I don't
so,
know if Jace knows what it is, but
So everyone
I
can
don't-
make a history check if they want to.
See if you recognize that name as I butcher it, probably.
Kogrid.
Yeah, I butchered it. See?
Nope.
That's why they're all rolling bad. I didn't even say the name right.
One of them rolled pretty good.
Say, you mean
Oh.
Cogrid?
Again, that's what.
Natural 20.
No, he got a 20.
Mm.
Oh, 20. He goes, he's my uncle. I know everything about him.
oh, nope. Screw that. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing. Doesn't matter.
So Merton and Tez Tuzma were like, Kogrid, I know that name. Kogrid Blackthane is the wizard who founded the Arcane Aegis and was responsible for stopping the march. Which side was it? It was the stopping the Greylan army from basically taking over the world.
You guys didn't know that? Simple history.
And with that sort
All right.
of jogging of your memory, the 2 people that went to the Aegis would know the story of Kogrid. Basically, he was a wizard that for whatever reason, it's not, the story isn't really, some of the stuff is sort of left out. You don't know if it's on purpose or not, but the Nethalos was winning the war with Greylan, or with Greyless, and then some Greylan wizards created a sphere of Greylan, artifact that rendered anything in its influence invulnerable to attack, and then the Greylan army stormed Nethalos, killed the monarch, but the Greylan king was not done. So he was like, let's keep going. And then Kogrid Blackthane went to Tokria, which was even at that time a center of knowledge, to get help from other like-minded wizards to create a second sphere to counter the first. And he created the second sphere of invulnerability, the large sphere of invulnerability. A sphere that makes armies invulnerable. And
This
then
ring just does it for like it's a
It's just a
personal.
personal
It's just a-
shield.
it's
Yeah,
like
it's just a
a-
personal shield.
little one, and made it to where they could defeat the army. And then he took both of them, and the story is that he distributed them somewhere where no one would ever find them.
The big ones.
Yeah.
So, can we
Sounds-
convert
it
this
sounds-
ring to protect a ship?
That's what I was gonna say. That's perfect.
Yes, it is perfect.
Well, I will say, out of character,
Well,
you
it only
guys
has
have
2
used
charges,
those in a previous campaign. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did we? I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
Yeah, the last campaign we were able to use it. Like towards the end, right? Like
This is the big one.
yeah, that's what you guys. That was like the whole second half
Yeah,
of that
that was-
campaign was finding the artifacts to piece together the second one because the Emperor had the other one.
Yeah, okay.
So we were able to kill him as a result of that.
Oh, that's why we can't find them, because they're
They're gone.
They're on
They're
another,
in another
Okay.
dimension.
realm.
Well, I think that's all the items, guys. Everybody but Test Tuzma is welcome to whatever,
Right.
unless he
Listen,
wants to,
Ted.
share some of that money that he got.
Yeah, you gotta.
Then he's
spread the
we can
money
have
even-
something.
Even though you're the
Fine.
intern, we've been paying you.
These are all legendary items too. Most of them, or
How do I split
wondrous.
this money? I kind of need to split it.
Alright, there's 6 of us, right? 15 of 3 divided by 6. Everyone gets 250 platinum.
Whoa.
Let's see, there's 6 of us, right?
Yep.
Somebody gets 251, so
well, it'll be him. He can
gets
have
the
the one.
one,
another one.
Minus
1137. Sorry, that was 250 platinum.
Finder's fee. Yeah.
1137 divided by 6. Everybody gets 189 gold, and Taz, you can have 190. 250, 189, and 558 divided by 6 is 93 silver.
Oh, Now we're all extra heavy.
How much gold do we all get?
250 platinum. An amount of gold.
You get
No,
you
one-
get 251 platinum, 396 gold, and or no, what
390.
300? No, it was not that. It was
He
sorry,
got
it was
191.
191. Yeah,
190.
190 because we got 189.
Yeah,
one
189.
platinum's 10
6.
gold.
Yeah.
yeah.
189 point.
So it's like 2,500 gold.
I have 3,400 coins on me. 3,400 gold total. Sorry, not
I have
3,400.
35,000 gold total.
35,000.
No, you don't.
There's no way.
I think you added one.
Literally no way.
I think you added one too many zeros there, Tez Tuzmo.
Maybe.
I was like, I was already way more wealthy than you, and we just got about the same amount of gold. So
Okay. Okay. So what items does everybody want so we can get everybody's inventories?
I think Michael's getting the gloves and the ring.
Was that 2 different
Which
things?
gloves?
There was a
Wait,
con, there was
there's-
a con ring and a glove thing.
Yes, it's
So-
the con ring
okay,
and the gloves
so
are separate.
If you guys all want to look at Ray's character sheet, you can see that all the stuff.
Yeah. Just go back, pull up my character sheet, and go to the backpack.
The one I care about is the ring.
All right.
Which
Right,
ring?
About the gloves.
There's several
The con,
rings.
the con ring.
That was the dragon. No, that was
You mean the gloves?
the
I thought
gloves.
the ring
It
did
was
the con.
it was one thing.
Yeah, gloves of energy transfer was one thing.
Oh, okay.
Ring-
Well, there you go. Gloves.
So and it gives the con and the attack
looking.
thing. I just care about the con. I thought
Gloves
it
of
was
energy
one item.
transfer makes your con score 20 while you wear them.
Yeah, those things.
Okay, so gloves of energy transfer goes to you, Merton.
So in your inventory, just go to add item and then type in gloves of energy transfer, and they should pull up. That's a.
And
homebrew
once
item.
we do all this, I'll delete all these out of my bag once we know everybody has everything.
Vonik, you want the potion?
I've already got the potion.
Yeah, Vonik took the potion of storm giant strength. The Ifriti chain. Who's using that?
Oh, yeah, who can use... I guess that's
3
just-
AC, and it makes you immune to fire. And
Me,
you
I'm.
make primordial.
I can wear it, and Test Tuzmo can wear it, right?
You guys are both
Wait.
proficient with it, right?
Is Test Tuzmo?
With heavy.
Yeah, Tez is
Yeah.
a fighter.
Okay. Either one of us is fine on that one. It's only a +1 AC above what I have.
Yeah, you should have it because it's the same AC as I have.
Oh, you have a 19?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll take the chain, I guess.
Okay, Ifriti chain goes to you, Vonik.
Chain.
I gotta get this
The
chain.
personal
question.
invulnerability, the shield. sphere.
Vonik, does your chain hang low?
Yeah, dude,
It
it wobbles to and fro.
Does it wobble to and fro? Who wants the invulnerability sphere?
I want to study that. I don't want to. I don't need it.
All right,
right
we'll leave it. We'll
necessarily,
leave
but-
that. We'll just leave that sitting on the table for the moment.
Yeah.
The dragon touched focus ring. One of us casters should definitely carry
Yeah.
that uses
One
spell
of-
slots.
I want to use
When
it,
you
you
cast-
you guys get more.
When you use a spell slot, you can teleport.
It requires attunement. Let me pull up. How many things are you attuned to?
3.
3. Unless you're
Yeah, but like I'm asking, how many do you
Oh.
have left?
I have 1 spot left that I can tune something to.
I'm looking at your thing. Let me look at mine. Because that may
Yeah.
determine this, right? Like how much of this is.
Yeah, how much you can actually attune.
I have.
I can
also
technically
have
wear
1
2
spot
things
left.
since I'm not a werewolf anymore. Or at least not right now.
Okay, well, look at that. The Ion Stone that gives you the 1 to proficiency bonuses to every proficiency bonus.
Yeah, that thing's pretty dope too, man.
Yep, the thing is pretty dope. That's
That
probably
also
the best
requires
item.
attunement.
Yes, almost everything here requires attunement.
If anyone has a free attunement spot by the end of this, I got a necklace for you.
I mean, you
I've
do
got
have
2
to,
right now because of the 1.
What's
you
the
do
next-
have to use an action to make the orb for the
Reaction.
Ion Stone.
Oh,
Yeah, but you could just leave it
reaction.
up
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, the ion stone's in action. Yeah, you can leave it up there.
Just like let it float.
You don't stand out at all in town.
Oh, when you see the advantages of the spell that targets you. I'm looking at the ring of spell tuning. What?
Oh
I
man,
don't
that's
know,
so
man.
much lighter.
And then the rod. That also requires attunement. Like cleric, druid, or paladin. Well. Oh, guys, I'm immune to all fire.
That
So much
No.
damage.
you being the type of sorcerer you are can attune to that.
That'd be the only you. It would be only
That's-
you for that. So you're just gonna take the Rod of Resurrection.
That's the me thing. Yeah, and I think.
I mean,
that'll
you
do
don't
it.
have to attune to it right now. Just hold on to it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It takes an hour. I mean, it takes an hour to attune to something.
That's an emergency thing anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
How-
it does cast heal, which is 70 hit points. It's a heal for 70 hit points, and we can do that 5
Yeah.
times.
I'll take the rod, and whether or not I attune to. I mean, that's 70 hit
Just
points.
so you
Like,
can take it, put it in your inventory for now, and you can attune to it later if you decide you want to.
cool,
Because
thanks.
you're the only one that can attune to it. Literally.
Yes, that has been established.
Let's take it to the nut. To the nut club, show them.
What's left that hasn't been claimed?
Taking this rod to the.
I'm gonna I'll take the Dragon Touch focus ring and attune to that. I'm the most likely one to use lots of spell slots.
And a quick reminder, what I'm not, because I don't remember what level of licenses everybody has, but you guys now have basically legendary magic items.
Well, good
So,
thing we
Oh,
haven't-
yeah.
I don't
Outside of
need
a
to
city,
get
no
my
big deal.
license.
But if you enter a city and get searched, they might be confiscated if you don't have a license for them.
Well, we'll
What
just have
level
I'll
license
just tell
you
them what
need?
I tell everyone. I was on my way to get the license.
Exactly.
uh,
That requires level 6? I have level 5. Which says very rare items.
Yeah, so you would need the next level up of license. There's a 200 gold one that's for level 7 spells and legendary magic items, and there's a 1,000 gold one that's any spells or magic items.
Sounds like I'm gonna go get the 1,000. Or I can do whatever I want.
Do what
As far as legendary, the only thing that would be technically above legendary magic item is Cogrid's sphere, because it's like an artifact.
I feel like we almost. Dude, this thing is going to be so, like, sought after. I don't know. It's not
Yeah, it
the
could be the
thing,
most
right?
valuable thing we've ever found. Yeah.
Like, dangerously, like.
we sell it to
yeah.
you can sell it to the ages. They would want it.
No.
Yeah,
No, they don't
that
get it.
weird.
No, I
I
don't.
almost want to. I want to, like, leave it here, you know?
Yeah, we want to
I think
study
I
it
think
here.
I think we keep it here. This will be our place. We this under
Use-
wraps. Let
Use
me take it back to the
treasure room. That's
treasure
a,
room.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna take it and go back.
Okay.
And while I'm there, pull that mirror open.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say her name. See if she pops
Ivia's?
up. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing
We-
pops up.
we
You guys
s-
went through every cell. Nothing's in there.
We went through every
Okay.
cell.
Just in case some
Yeah,
bit
you know,
funky.
we couldn't.
In case she didn't hear us, make sure she wasn't sleeping.
He's like, just in case. Maybe there was a 13th cell on this one that was hidden.
All right.
And, like we couldn't
what's-
identify some things. You said some
what's
of it was
left that hasn't been
magical, just,
claimed?
like making sure that everything is,
Yeah. I think the only thing that haven't been claimed are the Ring of the Ram
And the slippers of spider climbing.
and the stone.
and
How
the
about ring of spell turning?
I do
Go
not.
mode redirect.
I do not need that one.
It's anybody that gets targeted by a spell.
Does it require attunement?
It does.
Yes.
I'm out.
I'm
I'm
out.
full. I'm full up on attunement.
Everything that we don't attune
Actually,
to-
I think I will take that. I will take that ring.
All right. You're gonna add ring of spell tuning.
Yeah.
Turning, not tuning. Sorry.
Gonna lose some AC. It's gonna hurt.
And then the Ion Stone of Mastery. Did anybody take that? The proficiency, all proficiencies with the thing.
I want it, dude. I want it so bad.
What was that
Plus
ring
one.
called?
What is it?
Ring of
Spell turning. Yeah, ring of spell turning.
Ring of spell turning. Yeah.
I think I
And
got
you
mine.
also have Ivia's treasure ring. Saturn.
Which does not require attunement.
And slippers of spider climbing should go to Testuzmo so he can climb up and talk to birds.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take that. I'll take the climbing boots. Spider-Man boots.
You can walk sideways, up. You can walk all over and not even use your hands.
Nice. What's it called?
It's also good for slippery surfaces like ice, which sounds like we might, and have to go to.
If nobody objects, I'll take the Ion Stone.
All right,
Yeah,
you take
that's
the
fine.
answer.
It's probably really
Okay.
good for casters, better than for anything
Dang
else.
it, dude.
Hang on, what's the
That
name of
means I got
the
it.
what's the name of the item?
You got the
Slippers
Just for-
of spider climbing, I think.
For ease to keep track of stuff, Isaac, the Cogrid's personal environment, we're gonna put it in the vault here. We're gonna keep it there for now, but I'm just gonna keep it in my inventory so we can keep track of it. But it's not
Got it.
actually on me. All right, a Freedy chain. Who got that again?
I got that.
You already put it in your inventory.
Yeah, I've already equipped it.
All right, I'm deleting it. Gloves of energy transfer, Merton, you got that?
Merton's
Yep.
got that. Yep.
All right, I'm deleting it. Ion Stone, did you get that added?
I've got that added.
All right, I'm deleting that. Potion of Giant Strength, you got that? Storm Giant Strength.
I've got that.
All right, spell turning,
Saturn's got that.
Saturn,
Yeah.
you got that in your inventory?
Yep.
Okay, Rod of Resurrection, you got that in your inventory?
I got it.
Ryan? Okay.
Yep.
Do you got the treasure ring in your inventory, Saturn?
Yeah.
Ivia's treasure ring.
Yep.
All right, Ring of the Ram.
That's
Anybody take that?
one that no one's claimed yet.
What is it?
Ring of the Ram.
I actually read it, and like it only breaks an object at a +5. I can
But
break
it can also
objects
you
better,
can also do 2d10 force damage to something.
but it pushes them
It's
away
the
from
first-
me.
and
listen,
it pushes
man, I'm
you
trying
away.
to get on top of them.
I'll take it.
Okay, Ring of the Ram goes to you. It's tunable.
I don't have enough. I don't have enough attunement space though.
Well, you can take it and decide if you want to attune to it later. Ring of the Ram, add it to your inventory, and slippers of spider climbing. You took both those.
That's everything, right?
That's everything. Yep.
Except for the personal invulnerability sphere, but we're gonna leave that here in the treasure room.
Yeah,
Is that
I'm gonna
the,
keep it. I'm gonna keep it in my inventory just so we know what it is, but it's in the treasure room.
Is Ring of the Ram? Is that the?
That's the.
Oh,
Well,
you
just
know,
add it.
actually-
Add it to your inventory. You can read it.
If we were able to find this
Oh, no, I see
place,
it.
I don't know. They haven't found it this far.
Yeah, it's been hidden for hundreds of years, right? Like it's been like a legend almost.
And was the orb? The orb appeared as magical. What was the item that didn't appear magical, Isaac?
The ring of spell
Yeah.
turning.
Oh, that
Because
makes sense.
it was turning our spell, your spell.
Turn you.
Okay, that's everything.
Which one's the thing that makes you speak primordial? Oh, it was
That
the
was
3D chain.
the
Got
3D
it.
chain.
Wait, can we put the orb in the mirror?
I
Um,
think it's for,
based on the fact that the way you identified it, you cannot really, because it takes a person in along with whatever they're carrying.
Uh,
So
So
I
as long as
guess
we go
if
in there,
you
set it on the ground,
went
it
in
doesn't-
there, put it down, and then had someone pull you out. No, I think it would,
Still
because it would
though,
just take
nah.
everything that was in the cell with you out. It would eject everything.
what was that mirror called, Isaac? I'm gonna add it just so I know what it is. So we can
Mirror
identify
of
it.
life trapping.
I'm just gonna
We
add
had
it to the inventory so we know what it is.
Okay.
Just stick that on the front door in case someone does find this place. Trap.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, trap it.
Honestly, we should just put the thing behind the mirror. Like, physically, but was the mirror affixed to the wall?
It's
No,
on like
it was
I thought it was like a
it
big
was just laying
stand-up
there.
mirror. Yeah,
Yeah.
like on a
We could
Yeah,
just
I-
put it like behind the mirror.
like the mirror from Harry Potter.
I'm pretty sure, Tez Tuzmo, that you just like added all the money that I told you found, and then when they split it up, you just added it again. That's what it looks like.
So you just need to remove the total amount, which I think
What? Yeah,
Brian has that wrote down.
850. I'm supposed to have 3,200, right? Platinum. Or is that the-
No,
No.
3,200.
Dude.
I'm pretty sure I didn't add it.
Yeah, if you added 3,200, you added way too much.
You wouldn't have had any platinum before this, I don't think. So just whatever the cut is what you have in
I
platinum.
think Eric and I are the two richest. We didn't have platinum.
I didn't have any platinum before that, and now I'm
I
rich.
only had like 100 gold on me. I was
I had, like,
almost broke.
I
Yeah.
already had.
'Cause I bought, like,
700
tuning fork.
gold.
I bought like tuning forks and shit.
I had purchased a couple diamonds, although I got that money out of that gambling game.
I'm right, like a
And then
diamond.
lost out of the money. The other gambling
Alright,
game.
how much platinum are we supposed to have? I thought I remembered.
Alright,
251. 251.
251.
Okay.
and
I
then
don't know how you
gold.
got to 3,200.
How much gold? Let's go. I don't remember how much gold I got. I had one more.
190.
190.
I would subtract 1137 gold. If you had that before.
Yeah, just subtract the two. You already added the other amount, so just subtract the total amount of each thing.
Yeah, I don't know how you got the platinum, but the other ones look like you just added it twice.
This is gonna be like in 4 months. He's like, I'm gonna buy this thing. We're like, we don't have the money for that. And he's like, actually, I've got 70,000 gold. Don't you remember? And every time we talk
Actually.
about it, he's like, I've got 100,000 gold. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It just keeps
gonna go up.
multiplying in my bag. I don't know.
Ring of currency multiplication.
Yep.
He's got the drop near ring, dude.
How much
I'd
They're
like
running into
to-
a wall, duping all his gold.
Yeah, he gets 1,000 potatoes and he clicks on them and clicks on his gold, and then 1,000 coins fall on the ground.
Yep.
We had
How much gold do you
to.
guys have?
I have 250 platinum, 872 gold, and 448 silver.
Total is 3521.
Yeah, it shows a total. My total is 3416. Me and Merton were high-fiving about how rich we are.
I got 29. I only got 2905. I'm poor compared to you guys.
I have
27.
40,000. I have 4,058.
Um,
That's accurate.
There's no way.
How did you end up with more gold than us? There's like no way. Just wipe your gold completely out and add what you just got, because I don't think you had much. You spent a bunch
I
of it,
had
didn't
some.
how much did you have? What'd you
you? How
start
much
with?
is some?
I don't
You
know.
need
I
to-
think I had like 30.
What was the cut
I
of
think-
gold coins?
I think you need to subtract.
186. It was 186 gold coins
It was like 13.
It was 1137.
each. He said how much each, right? So I think it was 186,
Yeah.
and he was.
It
And he
189.
got 190, right?
Yeah, the 189.5. So I think you need to subtract 1137 because you
Yeah.
put that in initially, and then just subtract that, and then re-add 190 because it's 1189.5. And we're
I
giving
think he
you
already
the
added the 190, so I think you just need to subtract.
He already added the 190.
extra. Okay.
He just needs to subtract the 1100 and something.
There we go. 191. Right, no, 190.
Yeah, we just made like what 2,800.
There we
I
go.
think is what we just made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of this
And
money
then,
came from.
and how much platinum do you have?
251. I
251.
got it. I got it.
Yeah, I should have 251, and yeah, that makes sense. And you
Yeah,
said you
and
had
your
like 30
s-
gold.
And your silver is off, I'm pretty sure, as well.
Is it 500?
You should have 93 silver pieces. I doubt you had any before we started,
Yeah, I had 3.
or something like that. You should have between 93 to 100 to
I
like
should just
99.
convert my silver to gold. Does it automatically, whatever.
Can't convert it. You haven't been to a bank yet to convert it.
I
Can't just
melt all the gold,
magically
all the silver
change
coins
it.
down into one big silver coin that I can carry around.
You just walk around with an ingot.
yeah, just a block of silver. I probably have enough coins to do that.
That's about this much.
About this much.
That's too much. We don't have
Did,
change.
Oh,
So-
I know what I'm gonna do
break
with some of
off.
my silver. I know what I'm gonna do with some of my silver, dude. It's gonna be sick.
To progress the storyline before we log off here. Did
Can I ask you questions before you move
Yeah.
everything along for us? I'd like to ask Wesley. Well, hold on. Before we walked in, we said like a passphrase, and that's what opened up the dungeon, Isaac?
You told him the passphrase, and then he just like allowed you to see the door to the dungeon.
Okay.
Did
He
anything
wouldn't
else
have
happen with
allowed
that?
us. Yeah, that's a good
Did
question.
that open anything else for us? Came in
Are
and made
you?
it sound like we needed that. Yeah, we'll go ask him.
considering it took us to her treasure room? I guess that's probably the highest level access.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now, new question.
We gave you that
So
master
he's when you ask him that, he says, "Yes, sir. There is also a with that passphrase. You can see that there is also a teleportation circle outside. But I'm afraid that's all that the master had gotten to yet.
What else was she working on?
I believe she was working on tower defenses and things of the like.
Where's all the things about the tower defenses?
And defenses against what? What? No,
I don't know,
no
sir.
one can find this place.
Just not my design, sir.
Did she have an office?
The whole place was kind of her office, and you know, the mouse was like in her study looking through her books earlier.
Yeah.
Didn't you come away with something from there?
No, there wasn't anything. She didn't really keep track of anything in there, so I didn't find anything useful.
There were like a bunch of notes scrawled in some of the margins and stuff that you copied down,
Yeah, I copied.
but
yeah,
you
there
didn't.
was
You
some,
couldn't
like,
make any
notes,
sense
but
of them.
That's right.
Um,
I'll say, yeah, there was some notes, but I didn't really understand them. I did copy down the notes because I didn't know if we were going to be able to come back here. So, in my book, I have the notes that she had in like they're kind of in the margins of her book.
Do you think the butler might know any of the names she had? Or the trinkets?
yeah, that's a good question. I can share.
I wrote them all
What's-
down. I'll go find the butler.
Yes, sir.
Do you know any of these names? And I'll show them.
I don't know the names, sir, but I believe you took those from the treasure room. The master was an avid collector of things. She enjoyed collecting the objects used by some of the different historical figures that she liked.
Did she have any books about these historical figures?
There might be some history books in the study.
I will head there.
Okay.
Wesley, while I have you here,
Yes, sir.
I believe we found your master.
Is that so, sir?
I'm so sorry to say this, but I believe she perished in her own dungeon.
That makes sense, sir. That is where she went the last time I saw her.
And how long ago was that again?
This would have been it's DM trying to figure out the exact, because he would know
Hopefully
like
ni-
he would know the
99
exact,
years.
and it's gonna be like I don't remember, and I don't want to
Yes.
dig through my notes at the moment. It would have been like 500 to 700 years ago.
Do you have any? We'd like to put her to rest. Do you have any shovel or tools?
I can give you some, sir. And he just one just sort of operates in his hand.
Molder.
Well,
Old Earth, dude. It's a useful spell. Whether you're digging graves or setting up barricades.
that's phenomenal. Oh my gosh.
You're asking for shovels, and I'm like, I can, Jace, I can mold earth that hole for us.
I'll carve
Ah,
it real
yeah,
nice
sorry.
stone.
It's a little
Very-
bit quicker and easier, I think.
He looks down at the bones. You showing him the bones and stuff.
I mean, yeah.
He says, "Are you to be the new master then, sir?
Yes, we are.
Upon
Yes, I.
any possible return of Ivia."
We're gonna
Yeah.
try to work on that.
You hear from down the hallway. You can call us the nameless few. We'll be the masters now.
The nameless. few
Very well,
mansions now.
sir.
So now that we're the masters, are there any more hidden rooms?
No, that's all was Ivia was working on. I believe she had intended to add more things with those passphrases, but that is as far as she got.
Fantastic.
I look around, I think it's enough.
New
Nice.
passphrases, Wesley. I want you to hide all that stuff unless someone comes in here and says,
We are the fishermen.
"We are the Fishermen Incorporated."
This is
I'm
our this
not
is
a
our
big
new
fan of that
HQ.
name.
You're not a big fan of that name.
No.
His race is all about fishing. I'm not a big fan of that name.
Brings back bad memories.
I would like to either take Mouse and put her to rest, or whoever wants to dig a hole.
Yeah, we
more.
can
I'll
go
go
barrier. We don't need to dig. I'll go.
I say it's not about the digging. It's not about the hole. It's about the digging.
Well, if you want to dig, then fine. You go dig. I'll rest. I'm tired after all that identifying.
Martin will dig.
And are you going fully outside the extraplanar space, or are you just burying her within the extraplanar space in the garden area?
No, within, yeah, just next to the house.
Yeah,
Okay.
take the garden area.
Okay. Anything else here?
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Okay, so
I was just gonna ask if when we came out, with Vonik, did you mention anything about the snow that you saw and what you thought might be
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
yeah. I
Would you
will
have
let
mentioned
everyone know.
anything about that?
Yeah, eventually.
Just to progress our storyline a little bit.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
will eventually have told you about that. I was getting
How much-
excited about all the magic items.
How much silver did we get? I still haven't wrote that down yet.
93.
93. Okay.
all right, then we will call it there. You guys, I'm assuming, are going to be headed towards the mountain next session, but we will call it there. And yeah, that'll be it. Hopefully we'll be back next week as our regular weekly thing continues. Thank you guys for playing. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
You know what?
I gotta
Screw
look.
mountain.
I got
Bye.